What is going on, brothers and sisters? Eric Rosen here, your internal strength coach, here to show you how to overcome your greatest challenges so you can shine your brightest light. It is Monday, January 21st, 2019. Thanks for being here, and thank you for all the awesome birthday wishes I received. I am officially a year older. Thank you guys so much. Today uh, we're going to talk about moving forward, feeling good moving forward. This is a lesson that I've learned and lately that I want to share with you guys that I think is very important for us because it's very, I think, beneficial for not getting stuck in a rut. This is something that um, allows you to see that really just moving forward is really the only thing you can do. Staying in the same place, staying stuck, or even worse, trying to go into the past and looking backwards is ultimately just going to cause you not to behave in alignment, because it's my belief that you know we are meant to grow, okay, and growth is going to occur through obviously moving forward. So how does that happen? To me, growth occurs from basically doing new things, learning new things, trying new things, going into territories that were unknown to you before, having some element of just change and growth. Okay. So, unfortunately, there is a large body of society that lives in this state of believing that their life was way more glorified at some point than what it is now. This is especially prevalent with people that are older in years. Um, there are some very, very wise, people out there that have a great outlook on life, but then there's also some that seem to really struggle um, with wanting to get back to a place in their life where they thought that they felt better, where things felt more aligned, and at some point that transit in their life ended and they're no longer able to feel like that anymore. And a lot of times they are going to attach it to the circumstances, the external circumstances that occurred in their life. Oh, I was in this relationship. Oh, I had this car. I had this job. I had these friends. You know, some people will say it's high school. Some people will say it was college or right after college. Some people will just, pick a particular spot in their life. And it's really not about going back and rediscovering, those emotions and how you felt. It is about getting back to that vibration, but it's not about going back and doing the same old things that you used to do to try to get back there. My experience has been every time I'm in a rut or I'm not feeling good, if I try to go back to something, take for example, if I read something in a book that really just lights me on fire, I'm just like, whoa, my God. I go back, I read the notes that I took on that section when I'm in a rut, and sometimes it can put me in a better state, but more often than not, it's almost like a fear of moving forward, like going back and trying to rekindle something that I felt by going back and reviewing old information. Whereas the thing that's really going to actually help me is moving forward and learning new information and discovering new things that I haven't learned before, and thus discovering new things I haven't learned about myself. Because really, from a spiritual standpoint, it's not about so much learning things, learning new things. It's actually about having stimulus that makes you actually remember things about yourself, because of the spiritual belief that um, we were we had total access to the knowledge of who we really are as a species and as our souls, and we forgot all that stuff when we were born here. That's just part of the process. So it's not really about learning new things, it's actually about the stimulus of remembering things about yourself. So it stands to reason that by wanting to go back and look at information that I've already covered, that it's almost like I cannot recapture that vibration from that particular aspect because the vibration came from remembering something about myself. Okay. So I can't go back and remember something that I already know. So instead, I want to continue moving forward, learning new information, trying new things, having new experiences, especially to remember something that I didn't know. So, and that's how the growth aspect occurs. So, I use the example of my notes here, but this can go for anybody, like people that hang on to, how they felt they had the perfect relationship and now it's gone. Here's the thing, like, let's get real. Depending on what you believe about God, do you really think that if it was the perfect relationship that if it was perfect, why did it end then? Did it end because something happened? You were wronged. You think you made a mistake? Like, no, you need to like clean that stuff up, forgive the people that were involved and move forward and realize that it's always about moving forward in life. It's never about holding on to things from the past, especially things that didn't serve you. There's even a tendency when we think about a relationship that was so perfect or their glory days, we like glorifying them in the sense of like forgetting the stuff about it that actually sucked because we weren't necessarily in complete alignment with who we, are really trying to become as people. And we just think that because we're stuck in a rut. And so everything just looks shiny in the past. And the future doesn't look shiny because we have trouble seeing it and seeing and believing that things are going to look better. So this can even apply not even so much to like different parts of your life. This can even apply to how you felt 3 days ago, how you felt last week. Man, I felt really good last week. This week I don't feel good. I think it's important to understand too that the moon rules emotions. Okay, like the moon affects the tides of the ocean, right? Water is emotion. Water is the element of emotion. So just like same thing in astrology, the moon affects our emotions. There's 12 zodiac signs. The moon moves through a different zodiac sign, a different constellation in space every 2.5 days. So just imagine like how fleeting our emotions are, not only from, how you feel like throughout the day, but even the fact that the moon is changing, constellations every, 2.5 days. So you cannot ever really consider, as I've been saying, to like go back and feel a certain way by going back to the same old thing. So say the moon moved from I don't know, like Capricorn to Aquarius. So maybe, you felt more emotionally strong and serious and had more of like a business like, mindset, towards your day to day. And then, a few days later, the moon's in Aquarius and you're feeling like, a little bit more intellectually stimulated. You maybe feel a little bit, weird. I don't know, just trying to describe some Aquarius, characteristics, but the point is, moving backwards, or staying stuck is never going to cut it. And this really boils down to the advice that you've probably heard before, and this has just been a long-winded way of saying this, is that, imperfect action is better than no action at all. If you just keep moving forward, and especially if you can move forward with things that really feel in alignment, things that really excite you and make you happy, you really can't go wrong. I mean, God is there to like pick you up if you fuck up real bad. But then again, if you're someone who is striving to feel good and is like making good choices, thing is you're gonna know too if you're really getting far off the mark. It's the people that become so unconscious to their own behaviors where they really just stop even trying to feel better, and they really kind of look at life as just total pain. That's when you can go way too far off your path. So I hope this helps, guys. It's helped me out a ton, just knowing that really, um, it's okay. Like I felt amazing. I think Friday and most of Saturday, and since then, I felt good as well. Like pretty much the whole day Saturday, I felt good. Sunday, kind of today, kind of and some of it is like looking at, well, I have such a big workload, this, that, and the other thing. But I want to say this: it does help to like go back, you know, I would say every morning and look at your belief structure. So, look at why you do the things that you do, what your purpose is. Hopefully you have one, and establish that to start your day. But after that, once you've, you know, built that foundation for yourself when you wake up, then keep moving forward, keep doing new things, trying new things, keep helping people, just keep growing, keep moving forward. So set the base, but then keep growing on top of that base. All right. You guys take care. I'll catch you tomorrow.